Yo, what is up, Kings? This is part 2 of my RNC Republican National Convention rant. Just want to say right off the bat, I know, because I can see it, that a lot of people who would normally support my channel maybe do not like what I have to say on this topic, and that's fine. I've said in previous videos, I am never, ever going to say things based off of what I think will get me the most subscribers or the most watch time. I only talk about things that I care about, that interest me, spark my imagination, and I'm going to be completely truthful. So with regards, and if some of you guys want to live in ignorance and feel some sort of way about me being critical about Trump and his campaign, so be it. The bottom line is, it is not what it was in 2015, 2016. It's just not. In 2015 and 2016, Trump was saying all of the stuff that the silent majority, the working class, Midwesterners, the disenfranchised, was just waiting for a politician to say, talking about immigration, talking about putting America first, talking about how whites in America are being pushed down and pushed out and made to feel ashamed of themselves. He talked about American exceptionalism. That was the antithesis of Make America Great Again, is bringing back American exceptionalism. Okay? And I'm just telling you guys what I saw, albeit I didn't watch the whole thing because it was fucking 6 hours or whatever the case may be. But what I saw was not what it was in 2015, 2016. The current administration, the current message from Trump's campaign is exactly what I would expect to hear from Marco Rubio, from Ted Cruz, from Chris Christie, from Nikki Haley, all the neocon establishment that we work so hard to get out of the conservative movement, to give a hard and fast no, full stop, we don't want that. His campaign and his administration has been completely taken over by the neocon establishment dating back to 2017. I even did, maybe it didn't go as far, but I detailed, because I don't think I started this channel quite then, but I even detailed, and others pointed this out, the last Republican National Convention, when Trump was gearing up for 2020, had a lot of the same message. Meeting quotas, putting up all of these minorities on stage, which I'm not saying like that's a terrible thing per se, but the reality is that you should not change your message in order to be more inclusive. The message should be what the message is, and people either attach onto it or they don't, okay? And it's equally as messed up and incorrect if you are saying that you dislike wokeism, you dislike this, they, them. Meanwhile, you hardly even talk about God and Jesus Christ in your convention. Okay? Instead, having single moms, former booty shakers and Amber Rose. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? The Republican Party, and I'm not a Republican, but the Republican Party, I'm a conservative, okay? I'm a reactionary, okay? The Republican Party is 90%, if not more, white, okay? No matter what you do, you're not going to, and I'm not saying that we couldn't do better in certain regards, but it has not made a significant difference in the minority groups to tailor the messaging towards them and warping the message, making it more milquetoast and what would be the word? It would be dilute the message. And the thing is that ultimately my biggest issue with it is that this is being done to soothe all of the white guilt that exists, and this is the biggest problem with the conservative movement. For all the time that they say that, that us being called racist or conservatives being called racist is wrong, it's not correct. For all that happens and how, we see on these shows, The Blaze and Daily Caller, they'll say, they say it so much, the word has lost its meaning. We sure seem affected by it. If you look at the Republican National Convention, we sure seem affected by it. We are doing the exact same thing as the Democratic Party. The Republican National Convention was only different in its economic discussion. That's it. And maybe it wasn't as woke, but it was still woke. Make no mistake. So this is a major issue. I am not going to shut up about this. I may not do as many videos on it as I've done the last couple of weeks because we've had a lot of political news, obviously. But this is a major issue. And as I said at the beginning of the video, I don't care if in the short term some people feel some sort of way about it. I'm going to say what's correct, and I'm going to say what I see and give you a true and honest analysis of what is going on. And I'll tell you right now, Trump is in the lead, obviously, but it's not because of anything that he's doing. It is more out of how bad Joe Biden is, how bad their candidate is. But don't be surprised, much like in Pennsylvania, when the whatever doctor they put up, non-Christian guy, supporter of they, them pronouns, whatever, make no mistake, this may end up being a situation just like that where Trump should have won, just like he should have won in 2020, but because of the issues in the campaign, in the diluting of the message, in the converting to establishment mainstream politicization, people are no longer supporters. There are people who are dropping off. So don't be surprised if, even though he has this major lead, quote unquote, the same excitement is not there as it once was. Don't be surprised if a lot of people just decide to stay home and say, you know what, I'm not as enthusiastic as I once was to vote for Trump. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to smash that subscribe button, like, comment, share. And last but not least, DBAP, don't be a pussy willow, facts or feelings, because your feelings just don't matter. Love you, kings. See you guys next time. Christ is king. Peace.